Hey friends, hopefully this is working. I have never streamed onto Facebook from StreamYard, so we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna wait for a moment to see if anybody ends up popping in. If not, then I'll just start blabbing because why not? I know I don't stream on here super often, so all right. So if you were like me, you were probably a little bit disappointed that G Fest was canceled in light of the coronavirus pandemic. I know I'm kind of feeling the doldrums because of it myself. Thankfully, though, there are quite a few different groups out there and individuals putting together material and content to virtually create like the I don't know, convention experience. And I want to talk a little bit about those first, notably one, before I get into talking about what Kaiju Galaxy is going to be doing next week. I see that Ellen is here. Hello, Ellen. I'm glad that people are seeing it okay. Let me know if the sound is off or if anything is off. I would greatly appreciate it since it's so new to stream here for me. So if you have not heard, and I'm going to do a share screen here. Let's see here. I'm going to share the Kaiju Online website. So if you are not aware of this yet, Kaiju Online is an effort to create a kind of G-Fest replica experience to replace obviously G-Fest. And I can only imagine how much work it took to put this together. There are some wonderful people who put this together. There is a lot of different programming happening today and tomorrow. So if you look at the panel schedule, you'll be able to see what different things will be happening. And it brings up this really cool thing you can click on, and it allows you to go directly to the live streams that are happening associated with each one. I watched the opening ceremonies this morning, and it was really cool. There's Q&As happening with some fandom celebrities, people who have acted in the films. There are listening parties, there are podcasts happening, and I think that it's a wonderful thing to look at. So I would strongly recommend trying out Kaiju Online, checking it out, seeing what it's about, looking at the Artists Alley, for example. This does a great job allowing different, say, like vendors to actually sell their things and showcase their things in light of G Fest canceling, because a lot of these artists and vendors make considerable money at these events. So that was a huge money loss for them. So hopefully Kaiju Online can replace that for them and allow them to make up what they would lose during G Fest. So so I'm going to go back to what I was doing here. So hopefully you'll be able to see me again. Let's see. So Teresa, hello. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. So so that's Kaiju Online. Now to get into detail about what Kaiju Galaxy is going to be doing next weekend on Saturday the 18th and the 19th. So like our site is largely focused on kaiju creativity in the sense that it emphasizes the significance of fans being able to produce and create work and have that work showcased, whether it be fan art, fan fiction, fan poetry, other types of creative outlets or modes, some that I may not even be familiar with, kaiju music, so on and so forth. So we want to give fans an opportunity to listen to some hopefully meaningful content about those subjects. So I'm going to do another screen share for you to show the schedule. So I love Streamlabs. I can screen share. It's so convenient. So let's see here. So I created a Google Doc of the schedule that I have planned out. And keep in mind, it's tentative. Things might change, especially if things in my own life get a little bit crazy, but this is what I'm aiming for. So on Saturday, the 18th, there's going to be a couple of events happening in the evening. The first event is called Introduction, How to Get Your Work Featured on Kaiju Galaxy. It's going to be from 6 to 6:30 p.m. Essentially, I will be talking to viewers on the Kaiju Galaxy YouTube channel about how you can get your work featured, how you can submit work, whether it be fan fiction, fan art, fan poetry, reviews, so on and so forth. Mostly because I don't think there are enough websites or outlets out there that do provide kaiju fans this crucial type of opportunity to get their work recognized and exposed to the world. So I will be talking about that for about 30 minutes. Later on in the evening, I am going to be doing a session talking about fan fiction writing. I'm a fan fiction writer myself. I've been one for about 20 years, and I'm going to be talking about some different strategies that you can, use in writing fan fiction. Hopefully, I might have a guest on for that. We'll see. Otherwise, it might just be me talking. On Sunday, there are a few other events at 11. That's supposed to be a.m., not p.m. My bad. Apparently, proofreading is not my strong suit sometimes. So at 11 a.m. from that to, no, that was right, 12 p.m. Apparently, I don't know how to tell time, which is arguably worse. So from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., there's going to be a Kaiju Galaxy reunion. I'm going to be holding a stream where some of the Kaiju Galaxy members from the message board will get together and have a good chat about life and things. So if you are interested in participating in that, you will want to go and join the Kaiju Galaxy message board, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a minute or two. After that, the rest of the day on Sunday, like the rest of the afternoon, I'm going to be doing a session about kaiju fan poetry, which is one that's not really talked about a lot because it's probably the least utilized artistic form. So I'll be talking about how to write fan poetry. And then we will be having a final session that talks about creating fan-made kaiju. And during that session, we're also going to be talking about a tournament that we do on Kaiju Galaxy, where we essentially pit people's fan-made monsters against one another in a tournament. And of course, one person wins. They get the exposure, the allure, and the grandeur of being the tournament winner. And it's a pretty epic experience. So beyond that, another thing to look forward to is there will be a Kaiju Deep Dive playlist. So essentially, I'm going to be putting together a playlist of Kaiju YouTuber videos that kind of delve deeply into talking about different aspects of Kaiju films or characters. And like a lot of it will maybe have to do with like having, well, analysis of those, but also talking about the fandom on a social level. So the goal for the playlist is to be strictly educational. So that will be, again, something to look forward to. It's not super elaborate like Kaiju Online, but considering we only have like one or two people working on this is what we'll be able to do with the time that we have available. So hopefully it will be fun for fans, and hopefully it will at least motivate some creation. That's our goal ultimately, is to motivate some creation, get people feeling a little bit more confident about the fan fiction, fan art, fan poetry they do, confident enough to put it out there or even potentially submit it to the site or elsewhere. All right. Now, I'm going to try to keep this under 15 minutes. So I'm just going to be brief, and I'm going to show you the Kaiju Galaxy website and the message board and the YouTube channel for those of you who have not been exposed to it yet. So I've been working probably longer than I should have on the Kaiju Galaxy website. So if you go to kaijugalaxy.wordpress.com, you will be able to see our website. It's still in like its structural stages, but it's mostly put together so far. Again, this site is just intended to feature fan works, and you'll see on the front page that I have like updates. Recently, we had an article that was published about a Godzilla fan's story getting recognized by Godzilla King of the Monsters director Mike Dougherty, which is pretty cool. So I sat down with Cindy and interviewed her, the writer of that story, and we essentially talked about the significance of fan fiction and what it feels like to have people recognize the work that we produce, especially people who are celebrities. Like, it's kind of a really cool thing, right? Um, right now, like, everything is posted as a blog article, but then I link it into these different areas where you'll be able to see fan fiction, fan poetry, reviews, so on and so forth. As you can see, we still have a lot to fill the site with. So on that session, when I talk to you about how to submit your work, we're definitely going to be looking for fan work. Okay, so we will put out a call for submissions. We will have guidelines posted, because obviously we want it to be quality work. So we will be looking for a specific standard. But if you're very close to meeting that, we'll, have a conversation with you and be like, here is what you can do to fix it up a little bit so we can, showcase it for you. But again, the whole point of it is to just ensure that you are exposed, like, to the world. Like, we want the world to see the wonderful creative integrity that you have. So if you feel like reading up about Kaiju Galaxy, you're more than welcome to. I have in the about section, we talked a little bit about the site history, the site staff. There's going to be a section about like kaiju tubers, so we're going to have a whole section dedicated to those who dedicate their YouTube lives to talking about Godzilla, Gamera, Ultraman, figures, reviews, so on and so forth. So last but not least, the forum, so the message board. So if you click on this button, it should take you to the message board. Hopefully the screen share continues to work. Now, if you are not a member of Kaiju Galaxy, essentially this message board gives you a little bit less of an invasively social media experience. Some people get really drained when it comes to social media. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys can see this. Hopefully you can see this. Let's see here. Let me stop the share. Julia's here. Let me do a new screen share because I think it wasn't working for me. There had to be at least one technical issue. Life would be boring without one technical issue. All right, so if you click on that forums link, it'll bring you to this page. Okay, hopefully it will pop up correctly. Essentially, this is the message board. If you were not a member, what will happen is, let me log myself out. It'll bring up the index of the message board, and you just click on register here, and it'll prompt you through the process. And it's a really fun experience. Like, we had an older message board that we had for years, and we archived it and decided to create this new one, thanks to my dear friend Ellen, who has been very instrumental in the creation of this as well. But this gives us a place where we can talk about very specific topics related to giant monsters, Godzilla, Gamera, Mothra, Ultraman, so on and so forth. And it allows us to kind of strip away the frustrations that often come with social media in order to enjoy a more specified environment dedicated to it. So if you want to register, that would be great. Right now we have 68 members, and my goal is for us to get up to at least 100 by the end of the year. So let's try to do that, my friends. So last but certainly not least, the one other thing that I'm going to show you guys today is the Kaiju Galaxy YouTube channel, which is where all of these streams will be taking place. So if you click on the YouTube link that's on the Kaiju Galaxy website, you'll be able to find our YouTube channel. It's been a while since we've posted anything, but the YouTube channel is going to give us a specific place where we can hold all of these different sessions. So we're hoping that it'll be fun, that it'll be interactive. There will be a chat feature so people can participate in the conversation. So I think it'll be a good time. Like, that's what we're all about, my friends, right? So if you could go subscribe to that, that would be great, because then you'll be notified when those sessions are going to occur. As I get the live stream sessions created over the next say couple days, I will be posting those on the Facebook page here, so you'll be able to see it. So hopefully everybody should be seeing my face again. Is everybody seeing my face again? Maybe. Ellen said that it was still on WordPress for part of that time. Hopefully it shifted. I have the stream up on my phone, and I'm looking at whether or not it has shifted, and it's showing my face again. So we're on the right track here. All right. So if anybody has any questions, please don't hesitate to message the Kaiju Galaxy Facebook page. I monitor those messages regularly and will respond to them as they arise. Likewise, my dear friend and colleague Ellen will also monitor them as well. So enjoy this weekend at Kaiju Online and enjoy next weekend joining Kaiju Galaxy for Kaiju Deep Dive. Have a good rest of your day, my friends. Bye.